challenge and some are gonna stay the same. Some are gonna play to win and some won't even play the game. The victory's yours for the taking, history's yours for the making. Let your courage lead you and your dreams come true.
Miss Barrow, I'm Dr. Lloyd Lehman. I believe your general manager told you I'd be here this morning.
Yes, Dr. Lehman, nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to having you work the team.
Psychology has proved very successful with other teams. I have every confidence that it can help the Bulls.
Well, you know, I found that beneath the rough and violent exteriors, these players are really very sensitive, fragile human beings. Some of them. Happy testing.
Is that you, Mr. Crunchner?
I'll be right with you, Doc.
Crunchner, tell me, please, what exactly are you doing?
Dog here. I'm teaching Vicious how to bite.
I hope you both had all your shots. Would you like to ask Vicious to join us?
Whoa! Oh, good dog. I think the doctor wants to talk to you. Come on, you're such a good dog. Okay, you sit there, you listen to the doctor.
Let me explain the process. I utilize simple questions to elicit certain information. Does everyone call you Dr. Death?
Yeah. Is that the first question? Does everybody call me Dr. Death? This is an easy test, Vicious. Good dog.
Mr. Crunchner, please give me your attention. The first question is in the form of a statement. I want you to listen to the statement and comment on it using one of the following responses. Yes, no, or I cannot say. Do you understand?
I cannot say. 2 out of 2, huh, Doc? Oh, good dog. I'm doing this. You're so proud of me.
Mr. Crunchner, please give me your attention. This is an ink blot. What does it look like to you?
Where'd you get that? Excuse me? That's a cocktail waitress I used to date named Mary.
That looks like a cocktail waitress named Mary?
You remember Mary, don't you, Vicious? She had that little cocker spaniel? Yeah. Hey, Muffin, we did in the same bed together all night? Let's go give those two a call, huh? Come on, boy. Do you remember the phone number?
Mr. Crunchner, are you coming back?
I cannot say.
What's up, Jethro? You guys look like you're either getting married or buried.
Well, you know those tax shelters that you and Witherspoon are always investing in? Me and Bubba and some of the other boys got our own tax shelter.
Yeah, we're investing in wine. You know, I like the idea of a tax shelter you can get a buzz off of.
It makes a lot more sense than what my accountant is always jiving me with. You know, he's always trying to get me to give my money to some Jewish cat named Ira.
Well, I sure hope you guys know what you're doing.
Oh, I know about wine.
You ever invest in wine, Dorsey? Well, just enough to get a stewardess into a motel.
Well, look, why don't you come with us tonight, be my guest, and sip some primo vintage?
I'd like that.
All right.
Gentlemen, for those of you I have not had the pleasure to meet, my name is Jacques St. George, the master vintner of Victor's Vineyard. Today, you have the rare pleasure of your first taste of the finest vintage that Victor has ever vinted.
You didn't tell me this is going to be in French.
Have some class, bub. Let the frog talk.
Maintenant, we must test the aroma.
Skip me, man. I got my nose broke today in practice.
Monsieur Jacques, if I may. At first taste, obtrusive. Almost insistent. A certain nobility in the body. At once impressive and amusing. Excuse me, por favor.
I didn't know Jethro knew how to talk fairy.
Monsieur Jethro, your knowledge of phonology is amazing.
Try some, Bob.
Damn good.
Monsieur Jacques, I think we're in business.
Monsieur Jethro, you will not be sorry. Here is the contract, s'il vous plaît. The standard vineyard acquisition document.
Of course. See if this is in order.
Yeah, says wine on both pages.
A cashier's check for $20,000.
Congratulations. Gentlemen, please partake. This fine body of wine now belongs to you.
Well, Bub, what'd you think?
Fine, buddy. Fine.
Oh, no, get your own, man. There's plenty more in those boxes over there. Hey, stick around, Froggy. The party's just beginning.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Hey, Derek, hurry up with that bottle of wine.
You know, it's really great to be a wino.
To wine, the nectar of the gods. Hey, bring another case of that wine over here.
Damn it. We've been had. Hey, where's that funny-talking little pecker? I'm gonna stick his head through one of these bottles.
I never saw him before. He just rented the room.
He's never gonna rent a room again. Come on, guys. Come on, get him, get him. You're lucky, Froggy. Oh, we better get out of here. Come on.
Hey, guys, take the whistle blow. Game over, let's go. Come on, Bubba, man, the cops are coming. I can't, man.
I can't help you, Miss Barrow. Sorry, but I wish I could.
Sergeant.
It's after 10 o'clock on a Friday night. In this town, nothing goes before a judge until Monday morning. Look what your boys did to this guy. Assault and battery, destruction of public and private property. These are all pro charges, Miss Barrow. They beat that Frenchman silly.
What about bail?
On Monday morning, when the court's in session, your lawyer can present the bail application.
Monday?
Mm-hmm.
But I need him to play a football game on Sunday.
Watch your language, boys. There's a lady present.
You ain't no lady. You's a fruit.
Back off. Watch out, Jethro.
Mike? Mike Johnson! Jethro. You know this dude? Know him. Papa, this is the meanest linebacker ever to come out of Lincoln High School.
I've stopped playing football.
I wonder why. You remember when we beat Madison 72-0 and then we made love to their cheerleaders?
I've stopped making love to cheerleaders.
Oh, I can believe that.
Nah, man, tell me it ain't so. This is a gag. This is a disguise. That's right. You got caught robbing a bank, dressed in cheap women's clothing.
I beg your pardon, this dress costs $75.
And you really are fruit?
Some people like playing football. I like dressing up as a woman.
Great. We're stuck in here with an old high school chum gone Fruit City. What the hell are we gonna do to pass the time?
Well, how important is maintaining your heterosexuality?
You've given us what I like to call inside information, which I intend to put to good use.
It's not too late. As soon as the bookies find out about Bubba and Jethro, the betting line will change.
We got the bet in. Bellissimo. Now get me Judge MacArthur.
Wait, why are you calling a judge?
Because the judge is an old friend of mine. If I ask him to release Bubba and Jethro, he won't refuse me.
I don't get it. You just bet against the Bulls because they're in jail. Why would you get them out?
Judge. Because Diane Barrow is going to ask me to get him out. And in return, she's going to give me back those 5,000 season tickets that she took away from me.
There's no way we can lose, Roger. They stay in jail, we win. They get out of jail, we win. Either way, we don't lose. Judge? Yeah, hold on.
Hello, Judge. How are you? Is your family healthy? Good. Good. There's nothing more important than your health.
I got the story on Jacques St. George. He's a fraud. He sold them $20,000 of bogus wine. He robbed them. But in spite of all that, I just don't see how, in good conscience, I can condone their violent behavior by pulling strings to get them out of jail.
I say we bribe the whole friggin' judicial system.
Ernie, please, I cannot stoop to a bribe.
You don't have to. Let Roger do it. He's a sleazebag.
Please don't confuse the issue.
It's 36 hours to kickoff, and 2 of my linemen are in jail.
They're in jail because they beat some guy senseless. He's lying in a hospital bed right now.
So it's not like he was dead.
I'm sorry. I just think there are some things that rate higher than a football game.
I'm gonna forget I ever heard you say that.
Mr. St. George? I'm Diane Barrow.
Okay.
I brought you some candy.
Okay.
Would you like me to find you a soft one?
Okay.
No. Well, I'd like to apologize, Mr. St. George. My players were wrong to do this to you. But then you were wrong to try and take advantage of them like that. Now, I don't think that anybody wants to settle this matter in court, so I'd like to suggest a compromise.
Okay.
You return the $20,000 you took from my players, and we'll restore your car and cover your hospital bills.
I have a better idea. Let your players rot in prison.
Who are you?
I am Jacques St. George.
Oh, well then, who is...
Manuel Camacho. He was hit by a bus after robbing a liquor store. I am due for an enema momentarily, so I'll come straight to the point. I'm going to sue your beautiful derriere in court, Mrs. Barrow. I'd like a piece of your bulls.
You're crazy. I can't be held responsible for what my players do in their own time.
Your players' violence off the field is merely a carryover of the violence on the field, violence that you sanction. The court will undoubtedly agree with me. Au revoir, Mrs. Barrow. Unless, of course, you'd like to watch.
I think the term up yours is most appropriate. For the last time, I'm not bribing anyone.
You don't have to. Someone else will do it for you as a favor.
A favor?
Yes, you do us a favor. We do you a favor.
I'm not interested.
She's a little moody. She hasn't eaten. Diane, at least listen to what they have to say.
All right, I'll listen.
My uncle and I got a way to release Bubba and Jethro.
In exchange for?
Those 5,000 season tickets you took away from us, we want them back.
So you can scalp them?
My uncle don't like that word.
What else do you call overcharging for tickets you have no right to?
Scalping. I still don't like that word.
There is one word I do like, rispetto. It's Italian. There's a certain judge who has rispetto so much that I only have to ask, he'll release your players.
I refuse to take part in extortion.
Have an appetizer.
Trescungil, it's brain food. I've been thinking more clearly about our proposal.
Look at it as kind of a first step in a marriage between us.
Yeah, till death do one of us part.
Dorsey takes the snap. He gives to Kelly. He's stopped near the line by a swarm of Chicago linemen. Second down, Bull. Dorsey drops back to pass. Oh, he's sacked the 38-yard line. That is the fourth sack today. The Bulls just don't seem to be the same team with Bubba Kincaid and Jethro Snell out of the lineup. The Bulls are just not concentrating on the game.
Thai. What? Thai food.
How about Mexican?
Oh, no Mexican. The last time I had Mexican food, I farted so bad, I blew the restaurant apart.
Anybody gonna pay for 4th and 82? Kicking team, get in there!
What a battle. I don't know if Dorsey can take much more.
Oh, don't worry about it. So far, it's only been his head. When they go for his knees, then we're in trouble.
Hodges gets the kickoff. It's a high spiraling kick. He takes a Bulls bounce from the 25 down to the 17, picked up by Mullen. He has nowhere to go. He's being chased and knocked down on about the 19-yard line. The Bulls covered that kick.
Bulls suck squid.
Mrs. Barrow, so stubborn. She could have had a regular offense if she'd played ball with us and just given us those tickets.
Hey, this way the Bulls lose, and we pick up an easy 100 grand on the bet. Either way, we come up winners.
48 to go in the third quarter. Dorsey drops back to pass, a quick drop. A timing pattern that makes Penny's right hand come touchdown. Illegal procedure against the Bulls. They're calling the touchdown back. The rookie lineman John Frazier replaced Bubba Kincaid, moved before the snap. All the Bulls can fire.
We could have.
You blind bum! You'd have your eyes examined.
Coach DiNardo seems to be discussing the call with the referee.
You need a seeing-eye dog to find the 50-yard line. You blind jerk!
I think he is getting clarification. 28 seconds to go, and the Bulls need the ball back. Dalton's in the shotgun. He throws. The pass is deflected. Delamico interception. He's on the left sideline, and he finally is knocked out of bounds on the 18.
Go, you fruits! Go, you fruits! Go, you fruits!
Go where?
Dorsey parking out the signal. He takes a snap. He drops back deep to the pass. He's looking for a receiver. He scrambles around a little bit. Can't seem to find anybody. Oh, he's sacked again. This game, my friends, is history. The Lions just cannot seem to keep the Huskies out. So the Bulls lose a tough one, and their record drops to 9-6. You gotta believe that if Kincaid and Snell were able to play, it might have been a different story.
It was touch and go for a while, Vincenzo, but we pulled it out.
We're $100,000 richer. This calls for a celebration. Girls, we're going out for an evening of dining and dancing. We'll be back at 3 a.m.
The game was fascinating in a scientific sense. Without Bubba and Jethro, your team was beaten, but the letdown was purely psychological. Bubba and Jethro are by no means the aggressive key to this team.
They're not?
No. That's what makes their arrest on these assault charges so completely out of character. Now, if it had been Otis or that Dr. Death person, they're perfectly capable of mayhem at the slightest provocation.
But not Bubba or Jethro?
Absolutely not.
So I thought if Dr. Death and Otis here personally apologized, you might forgive them and drop the charges against Bubba and Jethro.
It must be difficult for big, tough men like you to eat crow.
Doctor, no.
Just a nervous twitch.
To learn some manners from this other animal.
Otis, back.
I want them to beg my forgiveness on their hands and knees.
I can't ask them to do that.
Wait a second. Phil dropped the charges. We'll do it. Yeah. Only, we don't want you here while we beg.
It's not something I want to see.
Thank you.
Very well, gentlemen. Start groveling.
Ready. Set. Great view from here. I have one violent son of a gun. And there ain't enough doctors in this hospital to fix you up after I get through with you.
You robbed us, man. We want our money back.
You either drop the charges against Bubba and Jethro, or we're gonna drop you on your frog.
Stay clear.
I want to live. I want to live. Please, I want to live.
I don't believe you.
Otis, please, Otis, I beg you, Otis.
Mr. Otis.
Sir Otis, Lord Otis, whatever. Oh.
We got him to change his position. He's agreed to drop the charges.
Terrific. Men, let me take you to dinner. How does French food sound? Nice little bottle of wine?
Okay, you guys are free.
Mike, you know, I never thought I'd learn to tolerate whatever it is you are.
Well, it's like the song says, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I guess that includes Transylvanians like Mike here.
Well, Mike, you take care of yourself now.
You too, Jethro. And don't resort to violence anymore. It only leads to trouble.
Oh, we've learned our lesson, haven't we, Bub? Look, Mike, why don't you be my guest at next Sunday's game?
Sorry, Jethro. Next Sunday, I'm flying to Baltimore.
Oh, a little vacation, huh?
Not exactly. You see, Bubba, there's this new kind of operation they're doing over there. And someday, I just may be able to have your children.
Get your hands off of me.